So the Hall of Fame game happened last night, and you know what? I wanted to talk about it because why? It's football. First preseason game of the year. Let's freaking go. Football is getting closer and closer every day. I find the preseason pretty interesting because a lot of these guys could make the roster, and then we're also going to see a lot of guys get cut as well. And some teams do play their starters, so I mean, it's always a good time, I think, in the preseason. Even if some of the players decide to fumble first snap of the game. I basically just wanted to go over this by like position or like how the stats is lined up here, like passing, rushing, receiving. We'll just kind of go through that and just talk about these guys. Because like the first guy I wanted to talk about is Trey Lance. This guy had a pretty good game. He was slinging the rock everywhere. The ball was flying out of his hands. 2 touchdowns, which the first touchdown was to Will Dissly. Shouts out Will Dissly, first touchdown of the year. Will Dissly's been there for a while. He's actually pretty solid tight end. But back to Trey Lance. This guy, I think he's a solid backup. I really do. I made a video talking about how I like that Dallas traded for him, and it's kind of crazy he didn't do anything for them. He looked pretty bad for them too. But in this game, 2 touchdowns, no picks. You love to see it. You love to see Trey hopefully maybe developing. I know it's just the first preseason game, but come on. Hopefully he plays like this every game. DJ Ugalele didn't really do much, 2 for 3. I don't really want to talk about him. He didn't do much. I do want to talk about Kyle Allen, though, on the Lions. I don't know if the Lions got a solid backup quarterback or not. They may need to look for somebody else. Kyle Allen, his 2 picks are pretty bad. They were pretty bad. I can't even really justify them. They had 4 turnovers on the day with the freaking first fumble on the opening kickoff and then 3 interceptions. The Lions just look terrible. We could give it to the Chargers having the better backups so far, so that's kind of neat. But yeah, man, Kyle Allen, I don't know if they're going to keep him. If he has another bad game or something, they might not even start him if he throws 2 interceptions again next game. Man. Will Kyle even make it through the whole preseason? We'll see. We will see. They brought back Craig Reynolds for a 1-year deal, and he went 10 for 38. That's not that good. That is not a good stat line. They could not get anybody running the ball that good, because Jabari Small only got 11 for 35, 3.2 a carry. Yeah, they just could not get the run game going. It's a lot different when you're running without Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, man. That's for sure. When I saw Omarion Hampton on the Chargers get his first carry, I was like, oh, they're going to use Omarion Hampton a lot. Let's freaking go. He only got another carry, and then they benched him. So 2 carries for Omarion Hampton. But you know what? He did a damn good job on those 2 carries. No, I don't know. It just would have been kind of cool to see more of Omarion Hampton. Everybody thought the Broncos were going to draft him. And honestly, I'm glad we got Jahdae Barron over Omarion Hampton because I'm cool with R.J. Harvey as well. So Chargers, you could keep Omarion Hampton. He probably will have like 1,000 yards this season, though. Oh, that's going to be crazy. Probably like 42 touchdowns. No, I don't know. What if he gets like 10 touchdowns, though, dude? Omarion Hampton, I feel like it's going to be a baller. But I'm still happy with Jahdae Barron. They got Naheem Hines, who is now Naheem Miller Hines, which is interesting. He got into an accident on a freaking jet ski. So that sat him out for, I think, a couple seasons or so. But he's back. He's back with the Chargers. He had 8 carries for 34 yards. That's better than Jabari Small and Craig Reynolds. And he's like the second rusher on the team with only 8. The Chargers also already have Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton. So these 3 guys, Hassan Haskins, Kamari Vidal, and Naheem Hines, are all just battling for the 3rd running back position anyway. So it's going to be interesting to see who wins that battle. And I know I butchered this guy's name, Vidal. I know I messed it up. But he looked good out there too. So far, he's probably leading the pack for the 3rd position. Trey Lance ran for like 1 first down, but he doesn't seem like he's a huge mobile quarterback. He's trying to learn in the pocket. That's like what the announcers are saying. He's trying to stay in the pocket and learn. And I think that's a good idea because he performed. He really did. He needs to do more of that and less running. But, you know, he could run when he has to. He can run when he has to. That's crazy. DJ Ugalele has 3 carries for -5 yards. I didn't even notice that was a stat line. 3 for -5? Don't let this guy run. Or whoever called the plays for this guy. What happened? I didn't see that. Like I said a little bit ago, Will Dissly had the first touchdown of the season, and he would have been the only one with the receiving touchdown if Keandre Lambert-Smith didn't come in here and grab himself one too. Which was a pretty great throw. I've already seen this highlight. You gotta go watch it. For a 5th round pick, Keandre Lambert-Smith is looking pretty good out there so far. Only 2 catches, but there's some nice catches. Of course, one's a touchdown and then 43 yards. I think he's going to be a pretty solid pickup for the Chargers. They should have had Quentin Johnston out there. I seen him dropping passes in camp. They should have had Quentin Johnston out there catching some passes. Keandre Lambert-Smith might just overtake him. We'll have to see. They really spread the ball out a lot. All these other guys getting 1 or 2 catches. This Tucker Fisk a catch, Brendan Rice a catch, Davon Campbell a catch, Jalen Johnson a catch. All these guys just a catch with some double-digit yards at least. Trey was really spreading the ball out a lot, so that's pretty good. DJ had a couple of throws, but this is still really good. With Mike Williams retiring for the Chargers, they do kind of lack some depth at the receiver room, so it's going to be nice to see Keandre Lambert-Smith and just whoever step up and just freaking ball out. I really hope Quentin Johnston balls out. I know I gave him some crap, but he really needs to ball out this season. It might be a do or die season for Quentin Johnston. His replacement could be one of these guys if not. Isaac TeSlaa, the third-round pick for the Lions, was getting raved about a lot by the announcers. He's a Colorado guy, so that's awesome. Let's freaking go. Isaac TeSlaa, I'll be rooting for this guy. But he's also looking good out there. Didn't get himself a touchdown, but 2 for 46. His catches were nice. Love to see more development from this guy. Nobody else outside of Isaac TeSlaa and Dominic really performed for the Lions in the receiving game, so I'll definitely be watching these two guys. And I think both of them are already worth their draft picks. Because for the first preseason game, they look pretty good. Looking ready. As for the defense, the Chargers had, I think, 34-year-old Tony Jefferson playing out there, so that's kind of cool. He made a good play. The announcers were hyping up Caleb Murphy pretty good. He had a tackle for loss. He was at the Chargers last year as well and was all right. He didn't do much for him, and he was with the Titans before that. Kind of interesting. Kendall Williamson, their 7th-round pick, eating a little bit out there with 3 solo tackles, 4 total. Doing good. Junior Colson, their 3rd-round pick from last year, getting in there and having the same stat line, so that's pretty good. These guys, hopefully they could develop pretty good. The Chargers are going to need a lot from Junior Colston, so if he could really step up, being a 3rd-round pick, I feel like he needs this year. This is his year. He has to show up. Jamari Caldwell, the Chargers' 3rd-round pick this year, played pretty well as well. Hopefully he develops into a monster. Well, actually, it would kind of suck because I'm a Broncos fan, but for the sake of good football, hopefully he becomes a great player. And good luck to all these guys on the freaking Chargers roster. They got so many guys on the defense I think you could root for. Who will make their roster, though? A lot of these guys will never even see a real game, which is sad. But on to the Lions. I think it's crazy they had Rock Ya-Sin playing. He freaking drilled a guy. Like, he blew up a player. I can't remember who he hit. He freaking blew somebody up on a hit. The announcer also made a joke about it. He was like, Ya-Sin rocked him. And it was great. It was great. But yeah, he used to play for the Colts, and I seen him get burned by the Broncos. Hopefully he becomes good for the Lions, but there's a reason why the Colts let this guy go. And there's a reason why he's playing the preseason. Good luck to Rock Ya-Sin, though. What a great name. Also, just what a great hit. This is Ezekiel Turner's 8th season. He's been in the NFL for a while, so it makes sense he's gotten a lot of tackles. He only had 2 solos, though, so I don't know. Ezekiel may not make the roster. Anthony Pittman's in his 4th season, so like the Lions really didn't have younger guys performing all that well. They had like 2 veterans leading the defense. 2 tackles for loss for Pittman. Dang. Dan Jackson, their 7th-round guy, is the youngest guy who actually performed pretty well. Grant Stewart, I'm pretty sure, is the one who fumbled right out the gate, so who knows if he makes the roster. He did make up for his fumble, though, a sack and 2 tackles for loss. He probably will actually make the roster. He also had a QB hit, so I mean, he played well on defense. He just should probably not have been on kick return. All in all, though, as a team, this defense did not do great. They let Trey Lance and all this offense score 34 points on them. So the defense has got to get in there and get to work. The depth on the Lions is looking very shaky, man. Very, very shaky. With how last year was for the Lions and all their injuries, they need to have good depth this year, just in case. Because you never freaking know. But alright, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Good luck to the Lions. Hopefully the Chargers just beat the Chiefs. That's all I care about. Go Broncos. Go Lions. I hope you all have a great night or a great day, whatever time it is for you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you. Goodbye. Farewell. Catch you on the next video. Peace.